Hi, my name's Alice Waitman. I'm the CEO and co-founder of The Work Crowd, and I'm here today with Mark Terry-Lush, co-founder and MD of the Honey Partnership, a social-led, China-inspired marketing service agency. The Honey Partnership have a reputation of making super brands, helping them seize opportunities to grow and globalize, powered by a dizzy integration of social, PR, marketing and content.
Wow, thank you. What an incredible introduction.
So Mark, you've had an amazing career, entrepreneur, MD, the businesses are doing incredibly well. Tell us what's been your defining moment of what's got you here today?
I don't think there's been one actual defining moment. I think it's more a set of circumstances and one thing has just led to another. There's probably two or three which I can think that have really made it for me and got me where I am today. The first is I started to work for something called the Internet Advertising Bureau way back in about 2001 when the internet was just something for your imagination. And I worked for them for about 12 years, and through that whole process I saw every new wave of technology come through, and I knew we were just by osmosis learning about search, learning about social, learning about every aspect of the internet and internet advertising. So that gave me a really good grounding in digital, and which I took straight into my PR business, and we created an integrated PR, social and experiential agency. I think the second thing is working with, I was introduced to some international ad agencies, again about 2001, and before they were doing any kind of social and digital work, they wanted PR and they wanted experiential stuff to help amplify their campaigns, big ticket ad campaigns for the TV, for press, and it's all pan-European. So all of a sudden I'm catapulted into this world of borderless communications and putting together teams to work across Europe, which was fantastic. I'm working on some really big brand names back at that time. Then in about 2006 I got my first Chinese client, and I went to Beijing, was completely bowled over and inspired by that experience and helping this particular business promote itself in the West. So that really gave me a taste for what was happening in China and the wave that was starting back then and how that's now accelerated. And it took till about 2.5 years ago to really try and put that together and create a new agency with my co-founders.
Yeah, which is very unique in the markets, and clearly you're seizing that emerging markets, and doing incredibly well. In 1 year alone, have brought on 28 Chinese firms from the startups to major global businesses, which is just incredible.
That's
absolutely
right.
Amazing.
That's right. There's an incredible amount of consumer technology and innovation and entrepreneurship that's happening in China right now. Geeks are revered in China. They are heroes. And they are creating some of the next generation of technologies that we're all going to be using and integrating into our lives.
Yeah.
Whereas Chinese firms in the past have been seen as the copiers of the West, now they're actually the inventors and the West is copying them.
Yes.
So we're seeing all this pioneering technology coming through. We're also seeing Chinese companies that used to focus 80% or 100% of their energies in China, that's where their markets were. Now some of them see that the opportunities are outside of China.
Yeah.
So they're looking to how to do that. And whilst they're incredible at manufacturing, incredibly adept at inventing things, they have some challenges when it comes to brands and brand building.
Yes.
So that's where we come in, and we've seized that opportunity. We've set up our offices there. We've got really strong links and relationships with Shenzhen, which is the Silicon Valley of China. And a lot of our clients want to be in the US, so we've set up an office in the US to service that. And currently, I think within about 6 weeks of opening in the US, we have 10 Chinese clients that are looking for PR and other services in the USA, and then a bunch of others who are looking for services in Europe.
Incredible. So there's huge opportunities happening for the PR and comms world.
Yeah, absolutely. There are probably 2 or 3 incredibly great things that you can take from China. One is about learning from the Chinese, and we are a social-led agency. We are completely inspired by China and its social media. If you think that Facebook and Snapchat are innovators, they're actually not, no disrespect, we do have to work with them. But actually a lot of things that come out of China, when you look at something like WeChat and the features and the functionalities within that, which are being copied by the big names in the West. And they're so advanced at social media, it's fantastic for us to be able to learn from that.
Absolutely.
And equally, the Chinese way of working, we communicate with our clients on WeChat all the time. They're very sales focused, KPI driven. We've adopted all of this in a world where it used to be sort of never mind the feel the width of my coverage type of thing, and it was a bit more vanity PR. Now everything we do has got a KPI, everything is really, really orientated towards sales with those clients.
Yeah.
But I have to say, it isn't just China. We do have other clients.
Right.
You know, my clients are based in Helsinki, they're in Stockholm, they're in Amsterdam, they are in the US. So we're as far north as Finland. We have clients in Australia, and yeah, we've just picked up a client in LA as well. So,
wow. Incredible.
And not just consumer tech.
Yeah.
No, I don't. So it is.
So true globalization. And you know, looking forward, trying to see what the key changes might be for that sort of tech and comms agencies. What do you predict?
I think the most important thing for us that we see a need for is a hybrid type of PR and social communications person. You know, no longer can we just take people who are classic account directors or account managers who see outreach as kind of the mainstay, or other forms of consultancy. We need them to be social in their behaviour from the ground up. So we're seeing that increasingly with the younger ones, with the interns, with the account executives, and it's very difficult finding really social behaviour PR consultants at the higher level. So our challenge at the moment is recruiting more senior people and trying to find those that are really social to the core.
Yeah.
But in the future, I think that's going to be a sea change. We're going to see these people are real hybrids. They can do the PR, they can do the social, they can create content, they can be strategy, they can be planning. You know, they can go and sit in front of a client and absolutely captivate them with creative ideas as well.
Absolutely. I mean, certainly, you know, we very much find that multiple skill set is required for the future of the individual, and then, you know, where they can understand the full breadth of marketing across all those different disciplines that you were talking about, and then sort of pulling in the experts in specific areas when they need that really granular expertise, but really that broad understanding as well as how their expertise fits in to the bigger picture. Mark, thank you so much indeed. I think, you know, that's been great advice for people looking to get into the industry in terms of how to keep their skills fresh and relevant for the future, but also thinking global. You know, and clearly it's a great example of a fantastic business who's really kind of pioneering that global market.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.